Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to loop your switches. Let's roll the intro. First, I'm going to talk about what you need for lubing. Since I have an ultimate switch with this clip, a penknife will do to open it. If you're lubing other switches, let me know down in the comments. I will suggest you a different way to open it. Anyways, number 1, you will need a penknife. Number 2, brush. Here I am using a standard sized pointy brush like this and a flat standard sized brush like this. Number 3, most important, the lube. It is recommended that beginners get Krytox 205 grade 0 lube, as it is neither too thick or too thin. Number 4, this is optional, but a thin, long tweezer to hold the spring. You can use your hand as well, it works just fine, but tweezer is much easier. It is important that you know the parts of the switch so that you know what I'm talking about later. When you open the switch, you will get the bottom housing, the spring, the stem, and the top housing. Don't need to be afraid of these words, it is just what it's called. This is the bottom piece, it is called the bottom housing. This is the spring, it's obvious, I know. And this is the stem. The last one is the top housing, this closes it all together. Before we get into the actual looping process, let's first understand what is looping real quick. Looping is the process of lubricating surfaces that is rubbing on another surface in the switch so that it is smooth. Boom, that's it, that's lubing. Moving on. When you open the switch, you will see all the compartments. First, loop the bottom housing. You want to loop the side here and the opposite side here. And the middle, just take your brush into the hole and spin it around. After that, just loop the bottom of the housing. This reduces the bottoming out sound and the bottom housing is done. Any questions? Leave it in the comments. Use your tweezer if you have one, if not, use your finger. It works just fine. Put a thin layer of lube on your brush and paint the spring. Be sure to paint the top and the bottom like this. And the spring is done. Any questions? Leave it in the comments. Now the stem. This is important. Remember, don't put too much or too little, just cover the surface. On the stem, it is pretty easy. Just loop the whole surface. I like to put a dot on each surface first, and then I'll spread it later. Be sure to loop the middle stick as well. Any questions? Leave it in the comments. Lastly, the top housing. This is optional, but what it does is it reduces the sound when the switch hits the top. I like lubing it. Here's how. You take very little lube, and just paint here. And here. After all that, just press them together, making sure to align it like this. The one with the bump faces the metal side. And you're all done looping one switch. Do it to all your switches and you will have the looped switch keyboard you ever wanted. Leave a like if you now know how to loop your switches. Leave any questions down in the comments, I will do my best to answer them. Subscribe and ring the bell to see more videos like this. See you in the next one.